What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. Today we about to go ahead and react to some tragedy that pretty much done happened. This is Tank Dell, scary Tank Dell incident. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, though.
But you know, I was crawling on the ground, screaming for my sister. Everybody's trying to ask me what's going on. You know, everybody's clueless.
16-year-old is crazy.
People in Seminole County over the weekend.
And one of those people who got shot is an NFL player.
They are facing a number of serious charges, including attempted homicide.
On Sunday, we got a piece of extremely disturbing news in regards to one of the rising stars in the NFL for the Houston Texans. Tank Dell was involved in a shooting, and the storyline around it at the time was very ambiguous. We waited a day, we got the full story for you guys. So before we get to the content, make sure you drop, like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help the channel grow. Thank you for your support.
Bro, it's just so crazy how, like, it don't matter what age you are, like, you can't really trust damn near nobody when it comes to being out in public. For real, bro. It sucks, bro.
There's no question about it. One of the biggest winners of the 2023 NFL Draft was none other than the Houston Texans, selecting C.J. Stroud #2 overall, then trading up to select arguably the best defensive player in the entire NFL Draft in Will Anderson Jr. Following the selection of C.J. Stroud, they asked their brand new franchise cornerstone quarterback, who should they select with their third-round pick. C.J. Stroud apparently advocated for Tank Dell, and the rest was history. Coming out of the NFL Draft, Tank Dell was selected in the third round primarily because of his size and his frame. The man is 5'10" and 165 pounds, but in his rookie year, man, he really did a remarkable job proving everybody wrong, putting together one of the greatest rookie seasons we've ever seen in NFL history. If you take a look at it, the one season that it kind of reminds me of is Deshaun Watson. If you remember when Deshaun Watson was initially drafted by the Houston Texans, he had this incredible rookie season where he threw for 19 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. He finished third place in Rookie of the Year voting, but he only played in 7 games because he would tear his ACL. And something similar would happen to Tank Dell. Tank Dell would play for 11 games, record 7 touchdowns and 709 receiving yards before being ruled out for the season because of an injury. A remarkable rookie season for the 24-year-old, but that should only get better moving forward, considering the fact that the Houston Texans traded for Stephon Diggs this offseason. They have Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz. They went out and signed Joe Mixon, so this team seems to be improving.
Yeah, they're going to be legit.
Should be poised for a huge sophomore year. Unfortunately, something terrifying happened on Sunday. It was honestly really shocking. The first people to report this news was actually the Houston Texans, saying, "We have been made aware that Tank Dell was a victim of a shooting in Sanford, Florida last night. He sustained a minor wound but has been released from the hospital and he is in good spirits. We are in contact with him and his family and we will provide more updates when appropriate, but we ask that you please respect his privacy at this time. Our thoughts and prayers are with everyone involved in the incident." So they pretty much beat everybody out to the punch in regards to this news, because the first indication of this news came from the Houston Texans. It wasn't Ian Rappaport, it wasn't Adam Schefter, it wasn't anyone in Tank Dell's circle. So we made the decision to wait a day to see if there's any information that would come out, and there actually was some pretty crucial information about the subject that came out. The first thing is we actually have footage of the incident. So a Twitter page called @TexansCommenter points out Tank Dell is over here just hanging out, and you can see when the shooting actually goes down. You can see everybody collapsing to the ground as the incident takes place. And for the very most part, I'm just so thankful that Tank Dell is okay. I mean, this
could have been way worse, bro.
I'm just so down as the incident takes place. And for the very most part, I'm just so thankful that Tank Dell is okay. I mean, this could have been way worse. Obviously, this could have been way worse. It could have potentially been a life-threatening situation. And an officer actually reported on what went down at this club.
To Tank Dell, who's also at this event. In total, again, there was 10 people who were injured. 10 people were hospitalized. None suffered life-threatening injuries. 9 have been released from the hospital. 1 is still in the hospital and is likely to be released soon. And I think that this is a little bit of a different narrative than what we initially thought, that one person presented a firearm, fired multiple times, injuring 10 people.
Yeah.
This is a shootout that's
thank God nobody died.
Tank Dell is obviously a third round 2023 draft pick, 69th overall from the Houston Texans. Somebody who was a star athlete in the Daytona Beach area, known to a lot of people there. He is standing literally between the firearm altercation. The video shows that he's walking. His report, because he is a victim in this case, he has been injured as a result of this. His report was that he's going on. He took his cell phone out, had the cell phone in his hand, but you can see the position that he's in. He's right in the middle of this firearm altercation. And again, we will continue to work with him as a victim in this particular case.
That's crazy.
So where
bro.
we're at with this, as investigations like this continue to evolve, the county will meet later today. I've had.
So apparently, Tank Dell wasn't involved. Showtime.
Damn. Bro, it's just the fact that, like, wrong place, wrong time. You really got to be careful, bro. Like, shit goes down anywhere, specifically in your hometown, for real, bro.
The altercation at all. He was just between the two individuals that were pew-pewing each other. And according to a witness, Nisha Foster, she would describe the scene. I heard pew, pew, pew. I was so frightened that I started looking around. Everybody was just roaming around scattering. I was terrified. I was crawling on the ground screaming for my sister. Everybody's trying to ask me what's going on, and everybody is clueless. I seen a few people that was injured. A couple was shot in the leg and the arm. An arrest report from the Seminole County Sheriff's Office indicates that a fist fight broke out before the shooting. The suspected shooter, who wasn't involved in the fight, allegedly then pulled out the gun and started shooting into a crowd of people.
Like what?
Per the arrest report, the security guard tackled the alleged shooter and disarmed him almost immediately after the shooting started. The shooter's name is Christopher Bowie Jr. He's a teenager that was put into a juvenile detention center. And honestly, man, this young man is very lucky that this security guard tackled him, because whatever law that's going to come down on him is significantly more lenient than obviously if he ended someone's life.
Yeah.
Especially when you're shooting into a crowd of people. That is just such a brain dead
That's
thing to
retarded.
do. No better way to ruin a young life, whether it's taking someone else's life or your own that's going to be incarcerated for that long. I've been trying to find the name of the security guard because honestly, he's a hero and he saved so many lives by doing this. And in the case of Tank Dell, there's multiple takes on the situation. On one hand, Chad Ochocinco states that Tank Dell has to be a little bit more careful with where he goes.
I him a text message too, man. Tell him, be in my prayers, man. Be in my prayers. And after that, he responded back and said, everything is good. I'm good. I appreciate you. And I just told him, you got to move a little different, baby. You got to move a little different. You know, I understand it's the off season. You want to enjoy yourself. You want to go out and have fun with your friends and your
He keeping it a buck though.
But you got to move differently. You just have to. You have to, and the people that you surround yourself with should understand that you have to move differently. You shouldn't be at places anyway, for one, where they can carry.
On the other hand, I really doubt Tank Dell purposely put himself in a dangerous situation.
Of course, but still.
He could take a lesson from this and just be more cautious for the future, because this could have been so much worse, and thankfully it wasn't. If there's any significant update on the situation, I'll let you guys know. Let me know in the comment section down below what your takeaways are about this. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike. I'm dropping our mic. Until our next upload.
Hey, bro, it's tough how, like, literally, that's really what I'm about to say Chad Ochocinco. I'm tripping. Chad Ochocinco, he really, like, gave him some real game, though. Like, bro, once you get to the league, like, whether you want to believe it or not, bro, you're a different guy. Like, you're a different nigga, and you kind of have, like, way more of an importance to a certain standard, if that makes sense. So it's like, bro, it sucks how it has to be like that, but I mean, he was right in the middle of, like, the shit that was going on, bro. It could have been way worse. It could have been way worse, bro. But I don't know, like, we're going to have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they said that he got released from the hospital, so he is good, which thank God for that. I guess we just got to really wait and see what they say about the 16-year-old and see, you know what I'm saying, like, how much time he going to do, if he does any time at all, for real. But that's it in this video, though. I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. It's your boy, Caprice the Great, and I'm out. No cap.